Go to Lick.
A mission of mercy in Albania, all this week on KOIN 6 News. Now, on Hard Copy.
He was the teacher and coach who gave everything to save his students.
After he was shot, one of the other teachers was helping him up, and they got him up, and he still wanted to go and get people out.
Now, as cops continue to unravel Colorado's high school horror, the teenagers who were pinned down inside pay an emotional tribute to the man who laid down his life to save them.
He was the coach there that made a difference.
It's the heart-wrenching story behind this hero's ultimate act of love.
Oh, my God!
It's the shark attack that turned one man's fishing trip into a terrifying encounter, and it was all caught on tape.
This shark just kept coming and coming and coming.
Don't miss this deep-sea drama.
Honey, here's your anniversary present.
Our dueling sex docs shared their secrets on spicing up your sex life.
She might find that she likes, you know, to tie him up. Who knows?
Find out the new rules in The Game of Love. Plus, we get the goods on this Shakespeare in Love stud. Also, is the party over for Nev Campbell? And did somebody really throw llamas from the train? The Truth Squad tracks Lorenzo down for the lowdown. This is Hard Copy for Friday, April 23rd.
Hi and welcome. I'm Kyle Kraska. It's been a roller coaster week in Littleton, Colorado, from horrific tragedy to high praise. Pat LaLama reports now on one heroic teacher who taught his students important lessons in life and in death.
I, especially with Christy Held and Amber Burgess, have probably spent more time with them in the last 4 years than even Mom and Dad.
Watching home videos of high school coach and teacher Dave Sanders warms the heart.
He was, I don't know, he was the coach there that made a difference.
He's just truly an inspiration to everyone, to all of us girls.
Then cuts like a knife.
It's scary that any people can have that much hatred.
They took so many lives away from people that didn't deserve it.
When you hear these student-athletes speak of their coach, their mentor, and friend, you'll learn why his death is a stinging blow to their young lives.
He's a hero. He would do anything for us kids.
He's just like a friend.
Every time I saw him in the hall, you know, he'd always stop and talk to me and, you know, ask me how my day was going, and he was just a really great man.
He just always gave everybody a chance at everything. I mean, just always happy.
Sanders was always their guide, their counselor, their caretaker. So it was no surprise on that horrific day of mass killing that Sanders was in a part of the school where he could have easily escaped, but chose to stay and help lead students to safety.
He went up to the library and he was warning everyone to get down on the third gunman, and he was going through, yelling at all the classrooms, gathering students and getting everyone into rooms and getting everyone down when he could have easily just taken out. After he was shot, one of the other teachers was helping him up, and they got him up, and he still wanted to go and get people out.
And Kenny Held will never forget being holed up in a science classroom with other students and Sanders gasping, bleeding.
People were throwing clothes. They got fire blankets out. I mean, everybody was covering them up.
Just outside the door, the vengeful suspects were trying unsuccessfully to kick their way in.
I was so scared. All of us were huddling in each other, like, laying down. Just all of us. I mean, we weren't crying at the time because we were just like, did not know what was happening, just in shock.
But in sheer testament to their devotion to Dave Sanders, students could think of only one thing.
I just wanted them to get Coach Sanders out of there. That's the only thing I cared about. I mean, I was so concerned with him because he was in pain. Like, I kept hearing him, like, I can't make it, let me go.
For 3 horrifying hours, Cammie watched as Sanders hung on desperately.
And we had a sign in our window, like, pointing out, like, help, somebody's been shot.
Finally, the students were rescued, but they were forced to leave their dying hero behind.
The bomb squad people, this is what I heard. His last words to them were saying, tell my girls I love them and I'm not going to make it. The last thing I heard him say was, I gotta go, I gotta go.
Sanders has his own children, but it's hard not to believe he was talking about all of his girls in those last moments. A good coach or teacher can change a student's life forever, and that's exactly what Dave Sanders did for so many. And for the 4 young student athletes we spoke to today, 2 of them on the way to college this fall, from now on, every game in his name. Kyle?
Thanks, Pat. Now a bizarre turn in the case of the Long Island Lolita. Seems Mary Jo Buttafuoco's gone from Amy Fisher's adversary to her amigo. Steve Langford has more on Fisher's twist of fate.
It was part Oprah, part Jerry Springer as Mary Jo Buttafuoco met Amy Fisher face-to-face for the first time since a young woman fired a bullet into her head 7 years ago.
A shame they did not allow cameras in the courtroom. Mary Jo's statement of forgiveness to the woman who almost killed her was eloquent and powerful. Later, she read a portion of her statement to Amy Fisher outside the courtroom.
I know how precious life is because I almost lost it. You are being given a second chance, too. I pray that you will take it and make something positive out of this awful tragedy. I pray for you and your continued recovery.
Thank you. Mary Jo, what do you think?
Amy apologized, telling Mary Jo it wasn't anyone's fault but her own.
The 2 eyes locked. Mary Jo was struggling with tears. Amy Fisher gave a slight smile, and it was a very, very incredible moment.
Amy Fisher's mother was as stunned and moved as anyone.
I was crying also.
But things got wild when the prosecutor mentioned Joey Buttafuoco's statutory rape of Amy Fisher.
The former Mary Jo Connery, her Irish was in full throttle. She called Fred Klein an SOB, a jerk, a damn jerk, and was enraged.
The judge told her to shut up, but she ignored him. When it was all over, Mary Jo Buttafuoco rushed back into a waiting car, accompanied by only one reporter. New York Post columnist Steve Dunleavy tells Hard Copy that Mary Jo spoke about putting her painful past behind her.
Maybe we're seeing the final chapter in one of the most incredible ongoing sagas in criminal folklore.
Amy Fisher will soon be free, thanks in part to support from her own victim. It is something Amy never imagined when she spoke to Hard Copy from inside prison 2 years ago.
I highly doubt she'll ever forgive me for what I did. And, you know, if she ever wanted to listen, I would apologize. It's hard for me to live with what I did. I can progress, but I always go back to it and I think about it. It's difficult because there's nothing I can do. I can't change it.
The wife of the man who did not appear in court this day, but whose relationship with an underage girl sparked this Long Island lunacy, made it clear that 7 years later, she's grateful to be able to be here to express forgiveness.
I have seen my son grow up and graduate from high school and go on to college. I have been privileged to watch my daughter grow from a little girl into a fine young lady. These are the memories and events that I treasure every day because I almost died on May 19, 1992.
All in all, an extraordinary expression of forgiveness. Makes you wonder what's next. Hillary telling Monica, it's okay. Kyle?
Thanks, Steve. Now, a deep-sea fishing trip takes an unbelievable turn when the man with the rod and reel makes a surprise catch. It's a far-out fishtail that nobody would believe if it hadn't been caught on tape.
Oh, my God, look at that Mako! God, look at this Mako!
For fishing instructor Ronnie Kovac, it was like nothing he had ever seen. A giant shark hell-bent on his boat, and it was all caught on tape.
God, look at this Mako! Get him, Mike! Oh, my God! Get him!
It was a scene out of Jaws. We didn't have a boat big enough. This shark just kept coming and coming and coming.
Ron was hosting ESPN's World of Big Game Fishing and had 26 students and a camera crew on his boat, the Islander. They were trolling for yellowfin tuna on a peaceful California day near Santa Barbara Island. But then, Ron started noticing something strange happening in the sea.
Every once in a while, an angler would reel a fish in and it would have a chunk of meat taken out of it. And so the fishermen began to think, you know, what's going on?
Mako got that one.
It didn't take long for the hungry culprit to reveal his gigantic body and razor-sharp teeth.
Wine! Wine! Wine!
It was a giant Mako shark, a 10-foot, 400-pound ravenous beast who had been gobbling 40-pound tuna in a single bite.
It had this attitude, and I've never seen a beast in all of my travels out here through the Pacific, the Atlantic, and the Gulf ever have that type of, I want to say, aggressive vengeance.
Oh, my God! Look at that! You want fishing on the Islander? We'll give you fishing on the Islander!
But what was a fisherman's ultimate rush was also a potential for catastrophe. One slip by any of the students would turn them into a bloody shark snack.
It was really exciting, but it was also kind of scary. It wanted those fish. At one time, I thought it wanted the boat.
Look at that! He's on it! Look at he's on it!
No one was hurt in the incident, but very few fish were caught either. Sorry, Charlie, only the best tasting tuna can be eaten by this shark.
Oh, my God!
Up next, our sexperts have some advice for a couple trying to reheat their romance.
Ooh, yes. This will spice up anyone's sex life.
Plus, we'll tell you which actor Gwyneth Paltrow's been palling around with.
They look very happy, very lovey-dovey, romantic.
And is the latest Lorenzo Lamas tidbit really true? Or is he being railroaded by the rumor mill? Our Truth Squad has the facts behind his alleged leap of faith. Coming up.
The Biore self-heating mask deep cleans your face with a gentle heat. Only Biore heats up instantly to liquefy oily residue and rinse it away clean in just 60 seconds. Amazing what a little heat can do. Biore. Clean, honest.
With presents the 10 million thousand things we have to do every day. Then we still have to do the laundry really well. Fortunately, Whisk has a targeted cleaning system. To do it once, do it right.
Chair Bear says, come get your Mother's Day bear today because every day is Mother's Day till the end of May.
And yes, folks, we have a warehouse full of discount mattresses, including the Chiropractor's Choice King Coil that blows away the competition in quality and price. Our Portland's own Perfect Rest mattresses are priced to move. You'll save hundreds on our air beds and the mattress everyone's talking about, Tempur-Pedic and Supplepedic memory foam, not to mention the Northwest's largest selection of power beds.
Chair Bear says, buy a bed and call your mother.
It's time to kick up your heels and join the party during the grand opening of Bob Lamphere's Newburgh Dodge, Jeep, and Chrysler Plymouth.
Bob's giving you plenty of reasons to celebrate. Buy with no money down or make no payments for 90 days. Get exciting grand opening savings on every new and used car, truck, van, and sport utility vehicle. 99 Dodge Durango, $26,980. Or 99 Jeep Grand Cherokee, $25,980. Plus, buy with no money down or make no payments for 90 days.
During the grand opening of Bob Lamphere's Newburgh Dodge, Jeep, and Chrysler Plymouth. Swing into Newburgh today.
La-Z-Boy Furniture Galleries has more La-Z-Boy furniture than any other store. In fact, there's only one way to describe our incredible selection. Stop by La-Z-Boy Furniture Galleries and see for yourself.
Come to La-Z-Boy Furniture Gallery's Super Sale for huge savings on an incredible selection of La-Z-Boy furniture. Now, with no money down, no interest, and no payments for 6 months. It's La-Z-Boy Furniture Gallery's Super Sale. Hurry in today.
I had a nice time tonight.
Yeah, me too.
Hi. Ever wonder why Taco Bell uses such a little dog to promote their gorditas? Because they're small.
That's my apartment.
Yeah. Now, at Taco Time, we'd use something like this fella. He's big. Like Taco Time's new half-pound gorditas with seasoned ground beef, tender chicken, or shredded beef, and wrapped in warm, fluffy flatbread. Taco Time. If we used the dog, it'd be bigger. Whoa.
Drive a 99 Honda Accord LX for just $117 a month?
Sure. It's the least we can do.
Bob Lanfear's Beaverton Honda Superstore has over 150 99 Honda Accords to choose from.
Every make, every model.
A 99 Honda Accord LX automatic for just $126 a month, or a 5-speed for only $117 a month.
You heard right. It's the least we can do.
Bob Lanfear's Beaverton Honda Superstore on Canyon Road. Just buy Bob.
Imagine buying a fabulous sofa bed with love seat for only $5.99. Jennifer Convertibles, America's largest sofa bed specialist.
Ooh, luscious chunks of fruit and chocolate. 151 bar, the only energy bar with 151 super nutrients. 151 bar, the way energy should taste.
Now, Gwyneth Paltrow might have gone home with Oscar, but even he is taking a backseat to her new romance with a rising Hollywood star. Ask her how her love life's going, and she might say something like, just fines, as in, Joseph Fiennes.
It was the steamiest big screen romance of the year. Now, reports are Gwyneth Paltrow is really in love with her Shakespeare, Joseph Fiennes. The secret slipped out after the pair was seen making waves in Malibu.
Well, the lovebirds were spotted having dinner at a very trendy restaurant in Malibu. Over dinner, they looked very happy, very lovey-dovey, romantic. And afterwards, they left clasping each other's hands tightly into a waiting car.
Insiders are asking what it is that Joe's got that beats Ben Affleck in the romance department. It's the real-life love triangle that has Hollywood buzzing.
Joseph Fiennes just has an incredibly sexy look about him. He has just a real spark in his eye and a passion.
I thought you the highest poet of my esteem and writer of plays that capture my heart.
Oh, I am him too. Sex appeal runs in the Fine family. You may recognize Joe's big brother, Rafe.
Joseph Fiennes came from England. He is a fraternal twin in a family of 6 children.
Joe is finally stepping out from behind his famous brother's shadow.
Not only is it tough to follow in the famous footsteps of this big brother, but in the case of Shakespeare in Love, he had to fill the biggest shoes in history. I mean, he had to play Shakespeare.
Are you the author of the plays of William Shakespeare?
I am. It's been a banner year for this bashful Brit with Romeo roles in 2 Shakespeare movies, heating up the screen with both Gwyneth and Cate Blanchett.
As for the love scenes, he also made a point of saying that he's incredibly shy. He's just would rather do a sword-playing scene than a sex scene any day.
Who'd have guessed this high school dropout is now Hollywood's hottest leading man? And now Ben Affleck may have to battle for Gwyneth's heart.
I will be punished for this.
Monday on Hard Copy, Touched by an Angel tells the stories of people whose lives have been changed by divine intervention.
I knew that I was experiencing a miracle.
Now, we're getting the real-life facts behind the Hollywood fiction.
And I said to the voice, thank you so much for saving my life.
We sit down with the people who claim they've had angelic encounters. Monday.
Now another face-off in the ongoing sexual conflict between Generation X and the baby boomers. Jerry Penacoli referees the debate on rekindling your romance in this battle of the sexperts.
The Battle of the Sexperts. In one corner, that well-respected, well-versed in sex therapy Dr. Joyce Brothers. In the other corner, that free-spirited diva of the dark side of sex, Anka Radakovich. This time, they're sparring about spicing up an otherwise mundane marriage.
Oh, yes. This will spice up anyone's sex life.
We'll get to that later. First, meet Sam and Linda Sherman, married for a marvelous 30 years.
We've had a very good run so far, a very successful run.
For this couple, it was love at first sight.
Everything you've ever heard, it absolutely happened.
And 3 decades later, they're still very loving and romantic.
We send each other little love notes if I have to leave early in the morning.
Round 1. What could possibly be wrong?
He's constantly bringing new interest into the marriage.
Doesn't seem like a dilemma at all, except he wants to introduce new interests in the bedroom, and she's a little shy about it.
Did you introduce things to each other and say, hey, why don't we try this?
I wanted to go with the oil. I wanted to go with rubbing oil over our naked bodies and trying. She refused to do it. Her concern was something about the sheets and the mattress pads.
So if it hurts the sheets, you get another set of sheets, that's all. She's a little reluctant, but I think she'll go for it if he, suggests the right thing.
Round 2, what's the right thing?
Some guys pay $250 an hour to get spanked. So some people would call that kinky, and other people would just call that relaxing after a hard day's work.
Round 3, she's thinking about it.
Whatever it is, it works. I can say
You
that.
don't want the oil. You won't consider it?
Maybe. They might start experimenting, and she might find that she likes, to tie him up. Who knows?
What does he need to do to relax her to the point where maybe he could introduce some new things in their relationship?
Not talk about it on television.
Round 4. Picture this. Apparently, Sam has a thing for actresses Terry Garr and former Bond girl Caroline Munro and displays pictures of them in his office.
You have a picture of Caroline Munro in your office, but you don't have a picture of me in your
It's
office.
all business-oriented.
I don't care if I'm in bed with someone and they're thinking about Terry Garr. I just don't want them to scream out her name.
Round 5, adding spice slowly.
Honey, here's your anniversary present.
Not so fast.
So all you need to do is take her hand and say, this is something I'd like to try, how about it? But not, this is something I'd like to try, and if you don't want it, maybe somebody else does.
Somehow I think Sam and Linda are going to be just fine.
My darling, come with me to the Casbah.
Anywhere.
And they're a great couple. All right, time now to debunk those trouble-making tidbits that tend to traumatize Tinseltown's top stars. Woohoo! From a retired TV twosome's reported primetime reunion to one television tough guy's much talked about train track trouble. All aboard! Time for the Truth Squad.
True or false? Did actor Lorenzo Lamas jump out of a moving train?
It sounds like Jackie Chan. Hey, more power to him.
At home, Lorenzo is not exactly the daredevil type, but on TV, he plays some pretty rough characters and does some of his own stunts. But Lorenzo, come on, a moving train?
I do stunts, but I mean, I've never been thrown out of a train. I think, no. I'd remember that, I think.
True or false? Does Neve Campbell want to leave Party of 5 to make movies?
False. Probably making too much money.
Neve would not be the first TV star to leave a successful show to give the big screen a shot. Of course, it hasn't always worked out. Remember David Caruso? Eric Estrada left Chips to make films. Mega bonus points if you can name even one. Luke Perry also gave it a shot, but came crawling back to 90210. So, Neve, would you really leave Party of 5 one short? Yes, she would. It's true. Neve tells Jane Magazine she wants to bolt at the end of next season. One tip, Neve, when they call you to make a Studio 54 sequel, hang on. True or false, is the TV show Heart to Heart coming back as a TV movie?
It could work. The whole 70s thing's happening.
He's still really cute, and she still looks really good, so why not?
Could you see it? Stephanie Powers and Robert Wagner teaming up once again to take on the bad guys. Well, we called Wagner's people, and they said, sorry, folks, it's false. But Heart to Heart fans can still check out Wagner. He's in the new Austin Powers movie. Yeah, baby.
Yeah, delicious. All right, now, could rocker Rod Stewart really be colorblind? Well, we spell out the truth in black and white on Monday.
Up next, even this weathercaster couldn't predict the success she would achieve. Who is this Revlon beauty? Find out as we tie up loose ends. Next.
Glade Plug-in's Extra Outlet has the extra outlet built right in. So you can make any room in your home Glade fresh without blocking your outlet. Plug-in's Extra Outlet, fresh from Glade.
Plug it in, plug it in.
She was coming home to the jungle and to their wild, untamed love for butter, cut down by cholesterol. Until...
Darling, look what I've brought back.
I can't believe it's not butter.
It's the premier spread flavored with real sweet cream buttermilk for a fresh butter taste, but without the cholesterol.
How civilized.
I can't believe it's not butter. The taste you love without the cholesterol. Imagine a day outdoors without the runny nose. Imagine a day indoors without the itchy eyes. Make it happen with Benadryl, the histamine blocker. Get outdoor allergy relief and indoor allergy relief. Benadryl.
You don't have to travel to Morocco to experience genuine Moroccan food. Marrakesh Restaurant invites you to enjoy the traditional atmosphere of a Moroccan 5-course feast right here in Portland. Experience the best that the land of hospitality has to offer with traditional Moroccan food, music, dance, and dress. Marrakesh is open for dinner 7 nights a week. Don't just dream about exotic dining in faraway lands. Come and feel like an honored guest in the Sultan's tent. Experience an oasis at the Marrakesh Restaurant on Northwest 21st at Northrop. Morocco awaits you.
It's not just another dealership, it's a whole new world of automotive retailing. Car Chevy World, the largest Chevrolet flagship store on Earth. Over 8 city blocks wide with over 1,000 vehicles on site. It's a new world where buying and servicing your Chevy has never been easier. It's your world where salaried salespeople see it your way. Car Chevy World, Beaverton, a Chevrolet flagship store. Canyon Road, 1 block west of Murray.
Maybe it's because we've been in business for over 160 years. Or because people like the color green. Or maybe it's just that no matter how old they get, they never seem to stop working. Whatever the reason, every day people count on John Deere equipment. Like the all-new LX lawn tractor, built to last and last. So if you own one John Deere, thank you. If you own 127, thanks again.
To locate a John Deere dealer near you, call toll-free 1-888-669-7767.
Hey. You quit smoking.
He didn't quit. He uses Targon mouthwash. Look how Targon removes tobacco tar. If you smoke, use Targon.
Okay, so which TV beauty used her stunning looks and sunny disposition to go from forecaster to cover girl? Find out in this latest edition of Loose Ends. She's one of Revlon's brightest stars, an MTV alum and host of America's Funniest Home Videos. Daisy Fuentes got her start as a weatherwoman for a Spanish-language TV station in New York. But it wasn't long before Daisy traded the weather maps in for fashion shows on MTV. And then, international stardom. And that ties up Loose Ends. Monday, Jennifer, Katie, Jay, and Drew. They're the Brat Pack for a new millennium. Meet Hollywood's new wave, Monday.
Hey, Bob, where are you heading?
Out to Newberry.
You want to ride?
No, it's not that far.
Okay.
You don't have to travel to Morocco to experience genuine Moroccan food. Marrakesh Restaurant invites you to enjoy the traditional atmosphere of a Moroccan 5-course feast right here in Portland. Experience the best that the land of hospitality has to offer with traditional Moroccan food, music, dance, and dress. Marrakesh is open for dinner 7 nights a week. Don't just dream about exotic dining in faraway lands. Come and feel like an honored guest in the Sultan's tent. Experience an oasis at the Marrakesh Restaurant on Northwest 21st at Northrop. Morocco awaits you.
Hi, this is Dennis from Dennis the 70s Nursery. Today we're featuring roadies and azaleas from Monrovia Nursery Company, all at 20% off the regular price. We have Yakuza Nanum, this is G.W. Leek, this is Colonel Cohen, Nancy Evans is a very bright color, Percy Wiseman, and Vulcan, a deep red. When planting, use Whitney Farms Azalea, Camellia, and Rhodey Mix, just $3.99. Just ask for your TV coupons for these and other specials.
Dennis and 70s Garden Centers will keep you growing.
Oh, Bob, where in heaven's name are you going?
Newberry.
Hop in, I'll give you a lift.
No thanks, it's just down the road.
Well, it's a big deal we're talking about. A big deal. Well, I only make big deals. Uh-oh. Better get Mako.
Painting costs aren't a big deal when you say, uh-oh, better get Mako.
Your fireplace adds so much to your home, and Gordon's can add even more. Gordon's Fireplace Shop and Home Decor. Selection second to none. Glass screens, fire accessories, high-efficiency natural gas fireplaces, plus home furnishings that will add to the warmth of your home. Portland's finest selection of fireplace screens, gas logs, and gas fireplaces on sale today. Everything for your fireplace. Gordon's Fireplace Shop and Home Decor. Open 7 days a week.
When you think Banner Furniture, think factory direct savings on futon bunk beds with futon mattress, only $2.99. Oak computer furniture for your home, only $1.89. Prices also slashed on recliners, sofas, dinettes, and more. Factory direct Banner Furniture, 82nd and Division in Portland, and TV Highway in Hillsborough.
Closed captioning provided by, for the best brake service, shocks, and mufflers, Meineke's the place.
At Meineke, you won't pay a lot, but you'll get a lot.
I guarantee it.
Well, that's hard copy for now. We're going to say so long with our dueling sex docs. We'll see you next time.
By changing the time we make love, by changing the way we make love, by changing the place we make love. And so we keep the lovemaking fresh so that the idea of a young, fresh body isn't as important as knowing your own body, trusting your partner, and being totally relaxed.
Well, it sounds like they have a good relationship, but they just want to spice it up a little bit. I mean, he's dying to purr out, and she's a little reluctant, but I think she'll go for it if you know, suggest the right thing.
Dear Bearsters, come get your Mother's Day bear today because every day is Mother's Day till the end of May.
And yes, folks, we have a warehouse full of discount mattresses, including the Chiropractor's Choice King Coil that blows away the competition in quality and price. Our Portland's own Perfect Rest mattresses are priced to move.
You'll save hundreds on our air beds and the mattress everyone's talking about, Tempur-Pedic and Supplepedic memory foam, not to mention the Northwest's largest selection of power beds.
Care Bear says, buy a bed and call your mother.
Welcome to Truck Town.
It's the grand opening of the Northwest's used truck capital.
All we do is sell used trucks. Almost every make and model, foreign and domestic, is here.
Dependable rigs starting from just $19.95. Monthly payments from $99. You want to save a buck on a good used truck? Then you're in luck.
It's the grand opening of Truck Town.
Located at Bob Lanphear's Beaverton Chrysler Plymouth dealership on Kenyon Road. Just by Bob.
Cascade Hemp Supply, bringing you the finest cannabis hemp has to offer in backpacks and sporting equipment, jewelry and crafts, housewares, and nature's most perfectly balanced oil in foodstuffs and cosmetics, plus men and women's clothing and accessories. Be sure to also check out our full line of medical delivery devices, including acrylics, ceramics, glass, metals, and vaporizers. Cascade Hemp Supply, America's only cannabis superstore.
What would you call a flooring system that's made from beautiful, solid Tasmanian oak or spotted gum, milled with extraordinary precision, that comes in a range of natural timber colors, pre-finished with 3 coats of tough polyurethane that can be laid over a slab or timber underlay, and that fits together without a hitch, without a nail to be seen. Till Coat Flooring. We call it the top floor, because it is.
Thanks for making Sally the #1 show weekdays at 3 on Coin TV.